Hello everyone and welcome back to Niche, the Rise of Heroes. And we are here with our heirs, or two of them at least. We have Glade, we have Vernon, and I think he's already run off. Yes, over here we have Axel. And they are the heirs to Roku, who unfortunately just passed away here on this stump. And he was a great leader who led us through a time of quite a bit of danger when a killer bearyenas emerged from the woods here. Oh yes, and we have a normal bearyenas over here that we need to keep an eye on, but Raana is almost here, so I'm not overly concerned. And I think, other than that, we're pretty safe. I don't see any other killer bearyenas, so hopefully we'll have a bit of a respite, because we have a lot of kind of transition amongst our creatures. We've got some who are a little bit weaker, who haven't quite got the strength of our old creatures. We only have a few who are a lot stronger because we haven't bred our bearyenas line as much, and we should probably find a way to do that some more, because we need to make sure that we have some more strong creatures like this trio here. We may send them after this bearyenas as well if we can. But for now, let's go ahead and we'll start a new day. Alright. Oh no! Oh, Haro, I'm sorry, I didn't think he'd actually see you in there, but apparently he did. Okay, well, we've got our friendly bearyenas there. Let's make sure we gather up any of these berry bushes that we can, so that the bunnies don't steal them all. Is there any others we should gather? Well, we don't want to have Haro go back and gather, but perhaps Kuro could. Oh, no, I didn't mean to actually move him, darn it. Alright, Raana. I feel like Raana would just move right in and maybe not care if she ended up taking some damage. Whereas maybe we'll bring Kuro through the grass a little bit more. Be a little bit more careful, perhaps. He doesn't have color camouflage, though, so we need to keep him a good distance away. And Haro needs to run off and get a healing fruit. That is our friendly bearyenas, because he is in a little bit of trouble. I think Ghost would look him over and see if if he has any wounds that need tending to, but it looks like he just got hit. He wasn't actually bleeding, and so we should be good there. Meanwhile, Rochu can continue to gather here. Unfortunately, we lost our previous gatherer, Luca, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this is a Luca up here. I think this is either this is a Luca, or I think a Luca might actually be over here. We had several of our creatures who ended up passing on last time. We also have Ari and Rota, who will probably start breeding pretty soon here. Let's see if Ronivan can continue to gather here. Maybe we'll let Alex shake the tree and see if, oh my goodness, that's not a good place for you, Bunny. Don't stand right next to the bearyenas. That's not very smart. Oh, and Hayden has the chance to take out this mole. We can have her do that. But let's see if these guys could actually breed on this turn, I think, because I'm pretty sure it's about time. And we don't have the wings fully in the family yet, but I would like to get them there if at all possible. Let's make sure that Ghost can gather up some of this grass, and she'll keep an eye on everybody. Oh, I don't know why my voice is being so strange. Sorry, you guys. And meanwhile, Remy can just kind of continue to explore and maybe carve out some pathways through the grass so that our creatures can better access different areas of the island. Now, technically we could have Remy and Kosi breed if we wanted to. We may have to keep that in mind, because I don't know what the benefit in it would be, but it might be worth considering. Let's see if these guys can explore out a little, or not explore, but if they can move a little further this way, because we probably want to bring Willow and maybe Rome as well, and all of them that we can get over here. We want to bring them towards this bearyenas just in case. Let's make sure it's not distracting us from anything. I don't think it is. So we should still be good. And I think Axel here can learn to dig up some of these roots. And I believe, yeah, it's Azurai's turn to pass away too. Oh, it's always so sad when we have to bid farewell, but we will allow him to partake of the poison berries here so that he can kind of do his tribe one last, I guess one last service. He can help them one last time. And let's see, let's give Glade his first blue gem. And we'll let Lilia gather here. and maybe clear away some of this grass. We can let Glade hop up here and kind of take a peek around and just kind of explore the area. And maybe we'll bring Isnara up this way a little bit further. Let's see if Axel can move towards some of these roots here too. And Glenn can come up this way as well. And maybe get ready to help with this bearyena, but I don't think we'll need to have that much health, or that much help, because it's not all that strong. It's nothing compared to the killer bearyenas, that's for sure. Let's see if Kosi can maybe move this way, because we do have a bunny lurking around, and maybe we can start to try and catch it at some point here. There's just like this one mysterious island out here too. I didn't really, or there's actually several. We haven't really been out to any of those, so we might have to see if we can explore those at some point too. But we probably need swimming creatures to get out there. So we'll have to see. But I think the tribe seems to be in a fairly peaceful state. My goodness. Kuro, the bunnies are going to give away your position. They just surrounded you as you're trying to sneak up on that bearyena. That's not good. But I feel like the tribe is sort of in a state of relative peace and somewhat of mourning too, because they just lost their leader. And so there's not a huge amount going on right now. Let's see if Carno can maybe make his way over here. In fact, I wonder if Carno might start to admire Hayden. I don't know if I want to have them become mates because there is a risk of them having sick babies, but we'll consider it. We'll consider it because perhaps Carno will be a little bit impressed by Hayden's strength, and we definitely need to continue on that bearyena line. Do we have... Let's make sure we put the normal hind legs in her mutation menu so that we don't risk passing on those bearyena hind legs, because that's really what's crippling the tribe right now, is there are our defenders. They can't move very fast because they have the bearyena hind legs, and so we really need to make sure that, especially if we breed any of them, we're going to try and get those hind legs out. Thankfully, Willow got the normal hind legs as first, and possibly we'd want to give her, we might want to consider giving her, let me look at this slot, the medium body too. It would... Well, that gives 1 speed, and then I think big body gives no speed. Yeah, so we could give them an additional bit of speed in exchange for a little bit of strength. But with, as we can see with Willow here, she's still very strong, and so that might be worth breeding for as well. But I think it is about time to end the turn. It looks like pretty much everyone has used up their moves. So let's go ahead and we'll start a new day. Oh! That bearyena was, I think, more interested in hunting the bunnies than actually attacking our creatures. So let's see if Raana can step in here. Oh, where is this bunny? Oh, right here. Well, if you're going to take our food, then you're going to become the food. And that is kind of the motto in this tribe. Tay is not going to let that bunny go unpunished. That's something that her father instilled in her very, very clearly. We probably want to make sure we don't lose our Crackerjaw line either, so we should probably see if we can find Tavi a mate at some point relatively soon here. So let's have Raana finish off that bearyena, and we'll see if maybe Alex can come over here and gather... Oh, let's let Willow snatch up that meat, and then... Who can pick up the bearyena meat? Haro can't right now. Let's see if we could have someone run over there real quick. Oh, I don't want to risk losing it. There's actually not really... Oh man. There's not really a way we can pick up the meat on this turn. But I think let's just surround it, and then we should be able to get it next turn. Lilia can stay here. I feel like she really likes this little region over here. Oh, and Axel, you can try out your hunting skills on that bunny, but I feel like she really likes this little area. She's got her own berry bush, and maybe Glenn would stick around for a while to protect her, but the new heirs are going to have to move off pretty soon here, and I think she would kind of urge them to do so, to head back and meet the rest of the tribe here. Maybe she would accompany them for that part of the journey at least, and then return here to the area she's come to call her home. And we have a Nako, who is our first female born with the wing in a long time. So let's see if we can continue to breed these guys. We're doing fairly well on food, and I'm not too concerned about that right now. Let's also make sure Haro continues to make his way back to his post. There's another bunny. Poor Kuro. I shouldn't say poor, maybe, because he's getting absolutely swarmed with bunnies, but he also can't do anything about it because he doesn't have... Oh, Remy can, though. But he didn't have the ability to actually... He was too tired to chase him down. He didn't have the ability to actually do anything about it. And I think Hayden would kind of lumber off. She's a very strong creature, but she's not all that fast. And so she might kind of make her lumbering way down here. Now, Carno and Tavi couldn't breed either. I was going to say that might be an option too. Who could breed with Tavi? In fact, let's see if we have any other creatures who have the cracker jaw in their genetics, because I think we can mutate it in, but of course, anyone who has it is going to have a natural chance of passing it on. So, Vernon has it. Vernon has B and C. I don't know why some of them... Oh, it's the difference between, I was going to say normally when you have no gene selected, it's purple or yellow for gender, but when you have a gene selected, that's what it is it's whether they have it primarily, like Tavi, or secondary, like Tay. So, I guess Roku had it. I forgot that Roku had it in his genetics, and a lot of our creatures did. Quinn, of course, did. Kuro has it secondary. Actually, Kuro, he has A and C. A and C for Alex. H and C, so Carno would not be a good option. But Vernon could also... I think I'd be more inclined to probably use Alex because, like, Kuro has had the job of guarding the healing plant with his sister Ghost, and they're kind of, it seems like, becoming the tribe healers, perhaps. But I think that would stray a little far from their, probably from their, like, they're going to try and live in this area, I think. This is kind of their part of their neck of the woods, I guess you would say. And, whereas Alex isn't quite as bound by that, and so maybe we'll scoot him a little bit this way. Perhaps he and Tavi can bump into each other, because I feel like Alex can be a little bit adventurous when he wants to be. I mean, he came poking around to see what it was up with the bearyena, after all. So, let's see if we could, it's probably time to start a new day, isn't it? Because I don't think we have... Yeah, we don't really have any turns left. Oh yeah, you've got to gather down. Oh, that's where the bunnies stole your food. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize they were down here. Oh, man. Well, let's see. I don't know what is with my voice this morning either, you guys. I'm sorry. It keeps going out. But I think we'll go ahead and we'll start a new day. Oh, the bearyena was reminding Kuro to take out this bunny here. Looks like Kuro will be sitting still for another turn here. And Raana can kind of... Maybe we'll have her kind of explore some of this region. Now, is there anything else dangerous? I don't see anything dangerous. There's bunnies over here, so we've got to be cautious of the Lilia's berries. Let's see if that bunny... I don't think it's coming back to steal your berries. Oh, but Ghost can pounce on this one. That's another job of the Defender. The Defender of the Healing Fruit, the Guardian of the Healing Fruit, is to make sure the bunnies don't cause problems with it. And I think I see another potentially quite important creature in the nest here. Yes, we have a rice, and we should name these two as well. So, unfortunately, not a male and a female like I was hoping, because I am hoping we can get a double-winged creature that we could breed into the family. But, Rice also has the wings, so let's go ahead and change their names too. So, we have... what would be a good name for them? They don't really have any sort of uncommon eye color or anything. I think we're going to call Anaka, we'll call her Remiana. Hopefully I'm not reusing names, and I think I use this one, and we'll use for the other one, for Rice, we'll change her name to Yvana. And so those are kind of similar names, Yvana and Remiana, they kind of sound similar, and so I think we'll go ahead and keep those names for them. You know what we haven't seen here for a while either? We haven't seen rain. I was just thinking about that. We haven't seen rain on this island in a very long time. And okay, we already gathered. That's right. But let's start bringing, I think even Axel. Axel is very much the free spirit of the group, but I think Lilia would shout for him to follow them. Be like, Axel, come on, you have to meet the tribe. And let's see if we'll have Glenn kind of mind the berry bush. Honestly, Glenn's idea of minding the berry bush might be to chop it down and let it grow back before she gets back, because, you know, it'll grow back before she gets back. She'll never know. So let's see if we can have Lilia perhaps take a little bit of a break from her berry bush to introduce them to the tribe. Meanwhile, Haro can come back here and gather up his berries. Azure can kind of make her way into the bushes here. There is another permanent nest, and Isnara might be able to catch that bunny. Not quite, it seems. But we can have Glade dig right here. Oh, yes! The bunny thought she was gone and decided it was going to come back. But, let's see if Willow maybe can venture this way as well. We can have our strongest creatures kind of explore this new, unfamiliar region. And you are pregnant, so that's good. Ghost has used her turn. Let's have you step down here a little ways, and we'll have Hayden make her way over this way, kind of make the rounds to check on the creatures over here. Karna may be trying to impress her a little. He was trying to catch that bunny, but he didn't quite succeed. And we'll have Alex kind of get curious and explore off in this direction as well, because I would like to see if perhaps we can get him over here to end up breeding with Tavi, to both continue her line and possibly pass on that cracker job, because I think he would have a good chance of that. Let's make sure that Rowan kind of stays in this area. Maybe we'll let him hang out towards the middle of the group just in case something would happen over here, or something along those lines. But again, I'm not seeing... Oh, did you get together? You did, okay. But I'm not seeing any dangers creeping their way out of the woods, so I think for now we're okay. But I do think that is probably about the end of this turn. It looks like not too many creatures have moves left, so we'll go ahead and we'll start a new day. Oh, and we didn't really properly bid farewell, so that would have been... Where is he on here? He'd be up here? No. Oh, let me take off the genetic hair. So he would be... Oh, did he not have... No, he had babies. He should be on this list. I'm not seeing him. Oh yeah, Azrai. There we go. I was reading this Azrai over because of the male symbol. So that's Azrai, and he has passed away here. But he left his legacy behind with Kuro and Alex and Ghost, and so they have become the keepers of the healing fruit. And pardon me. Sorry about that. So those are his 3 children who he's left behind, and these 2, of course, have a very important role to guard this healing fruit. And likewise, Alex may end up serving a very important role to help pass on the cracker jaw with Tavi here. So let's go ahead though, and I think we'll start a new day. Oh, I knew it was only a matter of time. Let's check around, because I see right there, but it looks like it's only right there. Okay. And oh my goodness, speaking of guarding the healing fruit, it looks like it might be Ghost time to shine. And do we have... No such luck, unfortunately. But it looks like it might be Ghost's time to defend here, and to make sure she keeps her healing fruit safe. Let's make sure Haro continues to gather. He's getting a little older as well. And honestly, this might be a good time for our new leaders to step up, because we do have this bearyena over here. Now, it's not a killer bearyena, but it is still a threat, and so we do need to keep that in mind. We also probably need to find either Ghost or Kuro a mate at some point. And possibly, I wonder, so A and C, H and C, probably not Kosi. I might breed Kosi and Remy, we'll see. And I don't know, I kind of like the subtle tones here of their colors. I don't know that I really want to. We have a very vibrant, almost cardinal-like line here. Then I don't really know that I necessarily want to intermingle that. Perhaps it would be worth breeding. No, he's got D and C. G and C. We've got a lot of creatures with C. B and C for Vernon. A and C for Axel. B and C for Glade. And of course, Alex is coming over this way. H and C for Carno. Do we have anyone who doesn't have the C immunity? Maybe we should check our family tree. Let's see here. So we'll put that in. We can also filter in reverse. So who doesn't have it? Oh, they're okay. They're twins, so they were stacked right on top of each other apparently. So these two don't have it. D and H, I suppose we could breed them in, although I might try and change their coloring to be a little more subtle. I feel like as the defenders, I mean, Ghost's name says a lot about her style of living, perhaps. And so we might want to breed out some of this red fur, if possible. And also Cuckoo and Yavanna. Remiana. It does look like, oh, I guess Ronuvan. Perhaps Ronuvan would be a good choice to breed with Ghost. Let's actually do that. So I think Ghost would be reluctant to just leave. I think she would want to take one good swipe at this bearyena at least. I don't think she's gonna do, she didn't do all that much damage. Oh no! Oh, and we've got to make sure somebody deals with this bunny. Let's make sure Remy can come help as well. Oh, we didn't even kill it! Oh my goodness, okay. Let's see if maybe Kosi can help with gathering up the meat there. There we go. And we can have, we'll make sure, let's make sure, oh, was there a bunny here too? Or is there a wanderer? Oh no, we did have her gather. Okay, we had everybody gather, I think. Did we have you gather? We did have you gather, okay. I just missed the one most obvious berry bush we have, apparently. So, and then I think everybody else will be warning Ghost to end up basically getting out of there so that she can actually get up here to this nest, perhaps. Although I don't think she's going to make it on this turn. So, oh my goodness, if you move here, we can move you right here. Yes, we can have her make it to the nest. And so let's breed Ghost with Ronuvan. Now, Ronuvan, where is his pattern? He just has dots and stripes. So let's see if we can maybe put in that, oh, we should probably put better fertility in though. Thankfully, we just unlocked the really good fertility. And we should probably, ooh, I want her mask to stay. Is it dominant? It is dominant over stripes. Honestly, I think, well, I think we'll try and, what I'd like to do is see these antlers show up at some point, and so hopefully, well, I'll put the ram horns in here because I have a feeling that might be kind of a signature of Ghost's line. It just seems to suit her so well. It kind of, they're basically the same color as the mask, and they blend in so well. And so what I think we'll end up doing is we'll try and put those in here. We should have the ability to put them in, right? Where? Oh, there they are. Okay. But I would like to see these antlers work their way out as well, because the original Roku, or I guess maybe not quite the original Roku, but the one who's most well known, I believe he was actually the second Roku, actually had the antlers, and so I'd kind of like to see them work their way back into the family, perhaps in his honor. Now, let's make sure Willow keeps heading down this way. She can kind of blaze a trail, so can Azure, and I think these guys, I think especially Axel and Vernon, would be quick to jump in. Let's have Lilia light the way so that they actually can, and then Vernon can come charging in. These guys can rush to the rescue here. And I think, So, oh, the bearyena, the trouble is the bearyena might go after the babies. And I think Rota would throw himself in the way here. Hopefully he won't actually be attacked, but we'll see what ends up happening. And hopefully that bearyena wouldn't, well, honestly it might be for the best if it did spot and go after Kuro. But let's see if these guys can kind of make their way into the grass while Lilia follows with a slightly younger Glade. Oh no, I shouldn't have moved him, or I shouldn't have moved her out of the way so soon. But let's see here. I think we'll have... Oh, we've got to be careful here. Let's have Ari sit between the, or maybe we'll have her sit between... Let's bring Rota back for 1 minute. We'll breed them, and then we'll have him jump over here. And we can put Yavanna up here. And then everybody should be protected because Rota can sit right here. He'll only at most get 1 hit from the bearyena. And hopefully the healing fruit will grow back pretty quickly here if I can actually manage to talk. But we also need to name these two. So... we have DNH, or Lasime has DNH, Cuckoo has DNH. That's pretty good, but let's see if we can find a good name for them. And maybe... I think I'm going to name the male Midas. So, he doesn't really have any gold on him, but perhaps, like Midas, he could be very proud of his almost gleaming fur. I feel like even though he's not really golden coloration, he is very bright. He stands out like maybe a little ruby, and so perhaps unlike in the traditional tale of Midas, with it being gold, he would be the Midas of ruby or something. It kind of just reminds me a little bit. He stands out very much is what I'm trying to say. And I think we'll name Lasime Rain. I was going to save that for a day when it might actually rain, but I don't know that that's going to happen, and who knows, maybe naming her that will kind of bring the rains to us, perhaps. We'll see. Maybe that signifies her family's hope for rains. And so I feel like Alex would probably be catching up to these guys. I don't think Hayden's going to go back just for that mole. But Alex will kind of fall in with this group and possibly end up meeting up with Tavi here, and they may end up having some children of their own. And Carno can kind of clear away some of the grass here. We actually really haven't ever explored this region. Oh, and there is a bunny sneaking around, so if it gets too close to Tay, she might be able to get a little bit of a snack there. Now, let's have Iznara also make her way this way. She might be able to help with the bearyena situation. She is quite strong. And she also does have that cracker jaw, which is so good. In fact, it might be good to breed her with Ronivan at some point, too, because they both have that beak, and we'd have the chance of bringing that out. And that might be good for some of our flying creatures, perhaps. Oh my goodness. Kuro, the bunnies just won't leave you alone, will they? They keep following him. Oh my goodness. Despite the fact that he's eaten several. But I do think this is probably about the end of this episode. It is that time again. And so I think we're going to go ahead and end off this episode here for today. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Jay, over and out.